you had this kind of wild childhood in the Australian bush. How do you go from that childhood to working at Slimbridge, the WWT's flagship reserve in the UK, probably one of the most important wildfowl reserves in the world? How does that happen?
Okay, so in fact, completely by accident, but a very, very, very happy accident. And I'm about to reveal just how non-birder I am, because I'm going to be completely honest. So my background was in, obviously, I used to be a marine biologist and, in fact, a turtle geneticist. That's my scientific background, and eventually moved more and more into communications because that's where I felt that I could have the most impact, getting more people involved in helping, basically. And actually, the work at WWT was quite by accident. I happened to be, so I spent some time in England over the years, and my grandmother, who I was very close to, was ill. So I came back here partly to help look after her, and then realised actually I should probably stay a bit longer. And I just basically, I was looking for a short-term work up to a year, and this maternity placement was offered, and I thought it was at the Wildlife and Wetland Trust. And I was given an interview from somewhere. I was diving in a cave, and I just got out of that, and I then had an interview. And again, I didn't really know a huge amount about it, but they obviously liked something about me, and I got the job. And it wasn't until 2 weeks into the job that I realised the name of the organisation was the Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust. And wildfowl is not really a word that we use in Australia. And so, to be honest, I had to look at it and go, does that really mean ducks, geese and swans? And I had a moment of going, I'm really, really sorry for all the birders out there. But I had a moment of going, oh, God, I'm used to working on, like, sharks and turtles and stuff that's easy for people to love. Like, those feel to me a bit more like domestic animals. How can you make them exciting? So I just am honestly, I'm revealing all that now. And, but there was a moment where there was a couple of moments, I suppose, that really like shifted my whole view on that. And one of those was walking around Slimbridge early morning with the reserve wardens doing their morning rounds, and from all the hides and outside, looking at the birds, observing them, and basically being able to read the kind of mood of the wetland via the sounds and the noises, and the call of one bird could tell them there might be something else going on. And it just slowly started opening the doors to me into this mad, wonderful world of the other creatures that live on the planet. And that was one sort of main moment. And the other was a moment up at Calavrock in Scotland, where I was basically taking a media crew out there to film, and I knew we were filming geese going off to roost. And I hadn't really thought too much about what it was until the warden was saying, it's happening, get down. And I had my camera out as well. And suddenly this flock of 25,000 barnacle geese lifted and flew over our head. And I had been intending to get beautiful footage. And I've got quite beautiful sort of shaky footage as I'm ducking down underneath the hedge. But I'm swearing over the top of it. So it's all in awe, in complete awe of this spectacle, and then realized, okay, this is something that I think would really engage a lot of people. So I've had my conversion. And I say I'm not a birder because I don't go out and try and specifically look for birds. And I think I try and remain like a non-expert in most birds, because I'm interested in what messages will get ordinary people really interested. But I'm a desperate fan, though, of bird conservationists and bird researchers and getting out from them the really interesting stuff.